What up, y'all? What up? What's going on? Good morning. It's the empath. I should have became a teacher, man. I should have became a teacher. Sit back, y'all. Relax. And just listen to me real quick. They wanted to lock me up. That's what they wanted to do. I'm gonna get the weather out of the way now. The wind is pretty strong. I got a hoodie on, sweatpants. I told myself I don't need to wear sweatpants outside no more as a grown man. But anyway, it's still, the wind is cutting through. But they wanted to lock me up. I used to go, I don't remember exactly where I left off at yesterday, but I used to go to the doctor's appointment for my son. My son has ADHD, according to the doctor. And like I explained it before, it comes from a lot of this generation. The things they see on TV, the amount of time they see on the phone and the iPad at a younger age that makes them want to, be so wishy-washy, if that's the word, jumping back and forth on different things and not being more attentive on stuff and consistent in certain things. Their attention is shorter. So many things going on. It's a lot of factors that go into that. The world, the way, there's a lot of information going around, and then the phones mainly. The phones and iPads and all the technology is the biggest factor out of them to cause that. I was in denial of the ADHD forever. I still am, because I don't label that as my son. It is what it is, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to label him that. Y'all want to diagnose him that? Sure. I'm diagnosed with stuff technically that I don't want to believe in or accept the fact that blah, 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 this is that. I wanted to say, this is how I'm feeling and whatever. But whatever. I know they got to come with a term, but I don't like terms because that comes with a list of symptoms. That comes with a list of things I got to look for. That comes with a procedure of medicines. Get to my point. I would go to the doctor's appointment with every bottle of Adderall that they would give me. I told y'all before, I did give it to him. I did it for the beginning of a whole school year. Then it got to a point where I had to take it off, and the teachers noticed it. Because I was like, okay, let's see if we can not do it. I'm talking about dead serious. Went back and forth, took it off, took him off of it for like a month, maybe a week, honestly, and the teachers noticed it. Yep. Because he literally would be in the classroom sitting there, and I would notice the difference myself picking him up. When I pick him up from school, he would even still, he high as hell, sitting next to me. And I'm like, talking to him. Then in the other day, he got mad energy. Okay, so I'm like, I'd rather sacrifice your energy. I'd rather sacrifice you being a zombie, I don't like using that term, but it is, for, to get your energy back. So we're going to just work with you, James, and I did. He's an excellent young man, excellent student. But anyway, I would take him to them, and then when I realized that the doctor was so on board with me not giving him the medicine, and it was a lady at the time, and she moved to Michigan and became a doctor somewhere else, but we'll never forget they doctor in the beginning. It's a young woman. She was really nice. She was like so proud that I didn't want to give it to him. But I'm like, why are you subscribing it? And then she broke it down to me. She would say that teachers, we have to go off of them. They're like diagnosing it. They're seeing these things, and they gotta come and they'll put the word in to recommend it for your child. Then when we get down here, we'll decide whether or not we think so or not. And also, they don't give it to they don't give Adderall to some students because the parents, they feel like the parents might use it or sell it, whatever. They ain't get that feeling from me. Black, I don't care. I didn't even present that I would want to sell this garbage anyway. Pass this along. Anyway. Because whatever. I'm not about to do that. So, I was just, at that point, I was just like, okay, I got the doctor on my side. I'm not giving them this stuff at all. It's not happening. So, I was like, oh, okay. All right, so now I just got to deal with the teachers that are seeing my child day to day and acting as if, this is what he's doing. So I did just that. I started dealing with the teachers, and they would tell me that they wanted him to have the medicine. Mind you, I'm talking about teachers going out their way. When you pick them up, they come up to the car. Could you bring me some medicine in this morning? Like, I'm looking at them like, no, because I had to start. And then they were like, all right, well, we'll send a letter or something like that. I don't know. We'll question it by paper. Because, that's what people do. They do shady stuff, but they follow the paper route to look like it's proper. I ain't even calling the teachers shady. It's just the fact that the way that they go about the medicine is shady. It's like so routine. It's like, okay, I've seen this with the child before. Slap Adderall on them, 10s, 5, 15s, whatever. That was just I did not like that time, but they would constantly be making sure I would go to jail. I remember I had a meeting with the teachers. Every time you get a meeting with the teachers nowadays too. Nowadays, ever since I've been a parent out here, it's 5 teachers and me and my student. And me and my son. And mind you, it could be a good conversation or not. When I was growing up, it wasn't 5 teachers around. Yeah, fucking scared or something. Like, I didn't like that either. Like, but I'm sitting there giving everybody eye contact. What not everybody does. It's usually the older teacher, the senior teacher that would. She don't gotta be super old, but just the most senior one that would be giving the eye contact, the one that looked the most comfortable, that's sharing this information. It's like, how you get everything ready, but then when you get in front of that parent, you look nervous and you about to bust out in sweats. Whatever. Anyway, that was that though. I'm about to get ready to go. It's pretty much that was it. I just didn't give it to him. I still have a bunch of Adderall in the house. Adderall shortage. But that's it, y'all. I appreciate it. He wanted to lock me up. The teachers fake threatened it too. I'll get into it a whole other time though. It wasn't much else after that now. But it's a big deal, but it wasn't. God bless. Have a great weekend. Much love to everybody. Hit the like button. Get in the comments again. Shout out to the new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. This is going to be every day. Y'all know the deal.